Target destroyed. So you've decided to engage in piracy.
These structures are in my way, and once destroyed, there is no sense in letting perfectly good resources go to waste.
You do not need to justify your actions with me. There is no law in the frontier besides that which you, or other riders, make for yourselves.
There are so many useless structures all over the place.
You seem to be efficiently eliminating them.
Only the field storages. It only takes a couple minutes each to kill them, but everything else takes forever to destroy. The network nodes are really frustrating because I can't place even field structures anywhere near them.
You could just ignore them. The current bounties the Keeper is offering is for destroying drones and other riders. There are no bounties for destroying structures.
But they just get in the way. Also, why is the Keeper offering a bounty on destroying other riders? It doesn't make sense for it to send us out here to restore civilization, then also encourage us to destroy each other.
I do not have access to the Keeper's programming and so cannot explain its reason for any action it takes. I can only report what it does.
Yeah, well, I think it's got some bugs in it.
It's certainly possible. After all, it has been online since... which is a long time. Even for an AI specifically designed to survive over millennia. Fortunately, you have me to assist you and I am in perfect working order. Warning, that structure was built by another member of Silver. While the Keeper will not stop you from destroying it, doing so will most likely cause problems with you and the other members of the tribe. This structure was placed by a rider that is not part of an official tribe. They are still registered with Clonebank 86. They are considered neutral by Silver Command.
Neutral targets are valid targets.
Weapon system at full power. Auto-targeting is still offline. Incoming messages from the Keeper.
Again?
It appears to be more blueprint updates. There are 2 of them.
I'll say this for the Keeper, it definitely hasn't been sitting around doing nothing this cycle. Play the first one.
Transit conditions altered. Connections insufficient. Catapult technology authorized. Access to Imor now achievable. Calamity Marrow required. Continuity threshold remains attainable. The shear is inevitable. Restore the breaker. Awake eternally.
Dang, I was really hoping the jump drives would be fixed. Still, I suppose this will help with travel. The gates are so expensive to repair.
Analyzing the blueprints for the catapult now. The catapult has severe limitations in both range and accuracy compared to the jump drive you had last cycle. It also requires 300 carriage and tar, 65 building foam, and 12 steel kernels to construct, not counting the fueled network node necessary to power it as well.
That doesn't sound very practical to build by myself.
Yes, this blueprint appears to be best used in a group effort. I would expect Silver Command to soon announce plans to use these to make a network.
Not what I wanted, but is what's currently available. Let me see the next message.
The frontier stirs. Defensive capability elevated. Expand. Reclaim. Endure. Awake. Eternally.
A new weapon. Hopefully it works better than the needler it gave us a while back.
The only way to know for certain would be to make one and test it out.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Maybe finally claim that bounty for killing 200 feral drones.
You will need one printed circuit, one reinforced alloy, and 125 feldspar crystal shards in order to make it, along with either iron-rich nodules or nickel iron to make ammunition. Analyzing further blueprint data transmitted by the Keeper, it appears that there has been fixes to the scanners. A flaw that was causing them to not be as sensitive as they should be was corrected. However, unlike other blueprint modifications, this one is not able to be automatically applied to the sensor modules you have already made. You will need to make new sensors and dispose of your current ones. Target destroyed.
That would help right now in finding the cargo dropped by that container without having to use active sensors.
Indeed. There is also a new module called a fuel blister to act as an emergency fuel reserve.
I don't think that's useful for me. I'm always careful about the amount of fuel I have.
Mathematically, it would be more efficient to simply have another regular fuel tank, or even another cargo hold for spare fuel, but I suppose some riders do not have as good of a helper as you do with me.
I suppose. I think I'm going to do a little more cleanup here, then try out that new gun on some drones.
Sensors detect some drones near that rider's base.
That's as good of a place as any to test out the stutter gun. If it does well enough against the drones, I'll see how it does against those structures.
Ammo depleted.
Man, it's hard to hit things with it.
Perhaps if you were to get closer, you would be able to hit them easier.
Yeah, it's not like the drones are really all that dangerous. The current versions of the hull repair make me practically invincible to their attacks, especially here so far from the sun where I can't overheat.
Warning.
Major low error detected.
Hey, this thing does pretty good damage to these drones if I can manage to hit them.
Automatic reboot in progress.
Computer online. Greetings, Commander. How can I help you today?
What just happened?
According to my internal logs, your resonance with your previous shell fell below minimum threshold required for you to control it. The connection was severed, and you were then transmitted to the shell you're using now. In short, you died and respawned.
How? My ship was barely damaged.
Major low error detected.
Unknown. Perhaps the drones used some sort of jamming device that interfered with the signal?
Maybe. For now, I'm just happy to be safe back in my refuge.